Oh no, I'm sending the wrong thing. I just sent people to the Franz Kafka link.
What a way to start the stream. Why don't you take over?
I gotta go back. This isn't gonna make sense to these people.
Actually, that's the perfect way to start the stream. Hello, loves.
No.
Once again, I am Silent 3, and this is Franz Kafka. We will all be becoming bugs by the end of the stream.
This is what bugs do, right?
It's true. It is what bugs do. And that's the extent of our knowledge, because I don't know what bugs eat.
Mason, that's crab.
Yeah, that's...
Are crabs bugs?
They're sea bugs. It's a little different.
They're effectively bugs. Yeah, it's kind of interesting with Brood X surfacing again. There were a lot of recipes for cicadas coming out, and I think it might have been the CDC.
FDA, I think.
FDA, that makes more
FDA.
sense. The FDA actually had to put out a warning. By the way, if you have a seafood allergy, you probably shouldn't eat these things either.
Right, I remember that.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Yep, I saw that.
Those arthropods.
Oh, those silly...
There's been a lot of babies born this year, so here are some children recipes. God, the cicadas would hate that.
Oh, man, it's been 17 years. I wonder what's good. Let's go back.
Hide the eggs! Hide the eggs!
They do have a thing called caviar. It's just awful. These humans eat anything.
But not for long.
But I actually had this discussion earlier today. It's like people eat things and they're like, oh, this is poisonous, or this is like spicy and damaging. It didn't kill me. I want it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like some of our favorite stuff to ingest, like really mess us up. Like intentionally.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's designed literally to not be eaten or drank. But
lactose intolerant, constantly eating milk. Just saying.
okay, well, to be fair, it would help if you didn't eat milk.
Well, the chew is what gives it good,
Yeah.
You gotta wait till it has the
refuse.
right texture.
No, I refuse. I always eat milk with cereal.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
Can you call cheese just really heavy milk?
Like
I
super
guess you
milk?
could.
Or like...
Oh, it's cultured. Of course, I see.
Oh,
Is that what
It's a milk solution, which is really just a water solution. Really, everything's just a water solution.
Yeah.
Including fire.
What about oil?
What about wind, water, or heart?
Go planet.
By your
Heart is
powers
definitely a
combined,
water
I
solution.
am Captain Planet!
Captain Planet. Getting copyrighted.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
Demonetized.
Sergeant Earth.
I think you're allowed to use up to 30 seconds without having a problem, right?
Captain Planet.
I mean, just because you're allowed doesn't mean that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It depends how awful their lawyers are.
How litigious they are as a group.
That's the word. Yeah.
If I sing poorly enough, it won't be recognizable enough that they can actually have a case.
That's probably true.
Perfect.
That's true.
So we'll have to make Susan sing everything. I mean Susan.
Good correction there. I'm glad he fixed it.
Nice save. Fixed.
Done. Big check mark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Parasite.
Well, then I'm just really small.
But
And
then we're
the
both-
angle makes me look even larger than I am.
Like, with the angle and the perspective and the proportion like that, you look not unlike Totoro.
Thanks for the idea.
Perfect.
Oh, now we can't see you at all except for like the top half
Maybe
of your
this is
head.
how I want it.
You're gonna look like a Muppet again. I only say that because
Oh, speaking of Muppets,
I watched that episode earlier.
I made up a really good song.
Did you?
Uh-oh.
No.
Mhm.
No.
So it was
No. It has finally left our heads, and you want to introduce it again?
Oh no! Now it has to be done.
So we had moved boxes for like 7 hours or something,
Right.
and we were exhausted, and I was delirious with insanity, which is normal, but it was worse that night. And so I started singing. I was singing songs because I sing songs constantly. It's a defense mechanism of my species.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so at that point, I had come up with my own song that was beautiful. How does it go again?
I'm not telling you. Okay, so he sang this horrible song that had like 2 lines and was really weirdly catchy. And like it would not leave our brains. And then by the next morning he forgot it, but I remembered. And I kept telling him that I was not going to tell him the song. It was driving him crazy that I remembered his song. And I almost made it. I almost made it the whole day. And then we were eating dinner and it just slipped out of my mouth without consent. I just sang it.
Oh,
I was so mad. And now we've finally forgotten it again. But he wants it to enter our brains. Are you going to sing it?
I'm going through every video until I find it.
You're going to sing? Just sing it. Just sing it.
I don't remember the first line.
You don't remember? Oh, good. I have this locked inside me. I'm not going to make the same mistake
I don't remember the
again.
first line.
It'll never
And it's
escape.
drawn out of her like
Yeah.
Ursula. Now sing.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm Kermit the Frog now. Just Kermit the Frog. Hello, my name is Kermit the Frog.
It's the whole song.
That's
But he
it?
sang it
Wow.
300 times in a row.
Hours.
For hours. So it just infected my brain forever.
I'm Kermit the Frog now. Yes, Kermit the Frog. Hello, my name is Kermit the Frog.
You had to give me this parting gift, didn't you?
I did, yes.
And with it, you will remember him always.
Mm-hmm.
Now a little piece of him will be with you forever. Unfortunately, it's a piece that you did not want.
Look on the bright side, at least he didn't feed you hair.
That you know of.
Fair.
90% of my body is hair.
I mean, I'm sure I've eaten his hair. It gets everywhere.
It's true.
Anyway, who made this one?
I did.
Yeah.
Really?
I did.
I felt it. I felt it.
I don't consider it my best work. Or even my second best work.
Oh, you have them all ranked.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat the one.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Season 2, Ep 7.
That's the one.
hmm
Yeah, that's gonna be #1 forever.
I peaked.
It's all downhill from there.
She
It is
peaked in season
rapidly
2, everybody.
in an avalanche.
Oh.
Yeah, but.
Would you like to say anything to introduce your thing?
So, I
Creation.
didn't have any ideas. I'm like, I just need to do something. What should I do? Okay, I'll do this. And then I recorded it, and I'm like, wait, what if I add this? So I recorded another one, and it went through like 7 iterations before I was finally like, I need to just get this out. So,
All right.
so I don't know if it really quite conveyed what I eventually wanted it to convey, but oh shit, my water.
You're gonna be okay.
I need to go get my water. Someone just paid me to drink.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Were you just running on like a bunch of those pop bubbles that people pack things in?
It did sound like that.
Sounded like.
It was convenient timing. I got up to get my water at the same time that Midna had to scratch her ear. But she got fixed on Thursday, so she's wearing a cone.
Mm.
In the mafia, isn't getting fixed like you getting all the monies? You becoming a made man?
I don't know.
Possibly.
Means totally different thing for dogs.
It does.
Oh, you see that? You see that? You see that?
Yep.
See what?
You see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it?
We lost Sly.
That is
Sly out, Sly back.
Penguin.
There's a sly
Hello,
flirt.
Penguin. Welcome to the stream. Penguin. Who is Penguin?
Oh, hey, Penguin. I can't see chat.
That's not Penguin.
Okay.
Nice try. That's not Penguin.
Oh. Hello.
This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work.
Oh.
I now have a smiley face there.
Oh, for the purposes of hiding stuff. That's
I
not
guess
gonna work.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Not allowed to have people's cameras, I guess.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
Dance.
All you
I
gotta
think we could
do
probably
is
get
all
away
you
with
gotta
it.
do is all you gotta do is just dance.
How are you today, Penguin? I like penguins. I recently got a stuffed penguin. Yesterday we went to a party. It was a 2020 party where we celebrated every holiday that we missed in 2020,
Nice.
and it was delightful. I went in a Halloween costume for Halloween, obviously.
What?
And I brought
I went to
deviled
the
eggs.
Halloween costume for 4th of July.
I did tell them that it was also my Christmas attire, so you're not too far off.
All you have to do is go in nightmare attire. It covers both.
There.
Yeah.
I brought deviled eggs for Easter. Dice
Ha!
brought
I get it.
and I had horns with my costume, so I said they were properly deviled. It was real fun.
Not that they survived the trip to get there.
God, no.
All of them meshed into like the 1/4 corner of the tub, so it was just this pile of egg halves and mushy yellow deliciousness.
It was tragic.
I ate half of them with a spoon.
People still ate them, and then
Yeah.
I finished them off with a spoon.
So you brought one deviled egg.
Yes, it was.
It took a lot of eggs to make.
She
Deviled
brought
egg
deviled egg
salad.
salad is what she brought.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's true. Deviled egg salad. It was like a deviled egg ooze.
I make a really good fake egg salad.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I feel like deviled eggs is one of those things, like specifically deviled eggs, cannot be made vegan, but an egg salad would.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
So
The
like,
key is, well, there's two keys.
and then you
For
mix
the
it
egg
up.
white texture, you get silken style firm tofu,
Yeah.
which has the texture of an egg white. And then for the eggy flavor, you get black salt, which has a bunch of sulfur in it, so it smells like and tastes like boiled eggs.
Ah.
Why would you want that smell?
Because it tastes good and it feels like egg salad.
It is a fart smell.
I know that,
A
but
delicious fart
Just
smell.
when it smells good. There's no way.
It's the only fart smell you should ever take to a party. What?
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, if you're smart, you can make some there.
Oh. Oh.
It even looks pretty okay. I have some in the fridge.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You want to see it?
sure.
Want to see my fake egg
Also,
salad?
if we have any more of the like regional soda, we could show them.
I think.
Like,
Oh, bummer.
So there's like Coke, RC Cola, and then this thing?
If it's just a specific regional soda to this state,
And then Pepsi.
called Pure Wine.
Ooh.
Fake egg salad. I don't know if you can see it at all.
Yeah, it looks like egg
Yeah,
salad.
it looks like egg
That
salad.
does look like egg salad. I would be tricked.
It smells like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it smells like a fart in a jar.
I take it you're not a big fan of egg salad.
No, I'm not.
That's fair.
Silent, I'm watching season 11 of Taskmaster.
Ooh, we need to double check that. We haven't
We
watched
do.
a little bit.
It's been a while.
And I can't find season 9, and it's making me very sad.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
This is Collie.
Ooh, kitty.
Yes.
She did.
A cat.
She wants to watch you so she can get up on there when you're not looking.
And then Kate is Kalima.
Ah!
Penguin is fascinated with the cat.
I mean, can you blame him?
Trying to do.
Or her?
You're trying to eat
It-
my bread.
That's right. She is a precious BB.
I mean, it looks like an airplane, a 747, so, like, maybe it's a they? Oh no.
Oh,
Cat cam.
Cat cam!
Beautiful.
Zoom out. Zoom out. Too close.
My
yeah. When
cord is
Dice was
only
saying
so
it looks
long.
like
There it is. There it is. Perfect.
about the cat. That's, what?
Oh, you're just looking at yourself.
Yes, she is.
Oh my goodness.
Thought you might see the cat, but
She
you
wants
just.
to see herself being cuddled.
I get it.
That would be like a cat, huh?
Yeah. You looking in the mirror?
I want to see myself in the mirror.
I'm asking me to get the pets.
Hi.
What is that emoticon, Slayerling?
That's mine. That's my only emote.
But there's this one, though.
That one, I'm guessing, is because he paid bits to modify it.
Oh, it's like a thoughtful cell.
Mhm.
Ooh. So basically, it's the character from that show that's out on the internet,
No,
Hell
it's not.
something. I mean, it's we saw the pilot.
Sonic High School?
It's not from Has Been Hotel.
What?
Zell was Lexi's character in the one shot that I ran.
But that
Was
is
her drawing that character. You're the one that added it to the picture.
Okay.
They were completely unrelated before
Okay.
that.
Okay, I got it.
Hi.
God, I'm gonna need some more water, aren't I?
You can fill the jug.
Oh, sleepy girl.
I'm just gonna have to take sips if I'm told to hydrate again. Okay, maybe we should get the video started.
The only way out is
We
through.
should. The audience is here for the narrative telephone cinematic universe.
No,
You know?
no, they're here for the cats. Let's be fair.
It's true.
but I am curious.
Yes,
Perfect Suburbia.
perfect suburbia.
Perfect Suburbia.
Perfect. Look at those those houses, ticky tacky and
All the same
little
color.
boxes.
So not like the song at all.
That's true.
Yeah, there's not a green one, or a pink one, or a blue one, or a yellow one.
Unless
They-
you're like monochromatic blind.
They could be all made out of ticky tacky though.
And they did come out just the same.
It's
Yep.
true.
Well, that one has a pool.
Yeah, her middle finger.
I mean, I can't really say that they all look the same if there are different colors. Right?
Yeah, technically, and yet.
Anyway, let's watch this train wreck.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the start, the engine of the train wreck.
Yes.
149.
So I was playing outside the other day, and I was playing down in the ditch by Mr. Gardner's house, and Daddy tells me that I shouldn't go there because Mr. Gardner eats children, but I don't think that's true. And sometimes Mr. Gardner's ditch has frogs in it, and I like frogs, so I like to play there and look for them. But when I was playing there the other day, I found a turtle, and I like turtles too. So I picked up the turtle, and I brought it home, and I showed it to my mom, and she told me that I couldn't keep it, and that made me sad. So I took it over to Gregory's house. Sometimes when I catch frogs, I take them over to Gregory, and he thanks me for them, and he keeps them in jars. And I don't know what he does with them. He probably keeps them as pets. But I gave him the turtle, and he thanked me for that too. And he told me that in some places people eat turtles. They put them in soup. But why would they do that? Why would anyone want to eat a turtle? They're so hard. So I don't think that's true either. So after I gave the turtle to Gregory, I went next door to Mr. Murphy's house and I played with his dog. I like his dog. His dog's a big black puppy dog and it has red eyes and very sharp teeth, and he plays with me. Mr. Murphy says that his name cannot be pronounced by mortal tongues, and I don't know what that means, so I call him Spot. And sometimes I throw a stick for Spot, and he'll go get the stick and he'll bring it back. And other times I'll throw a stick for Spot, and he'll bring back a bone, and I don't know where he gets the bones. Did you know that sometimes they bury them? He probably digs up the bone in his yard and he brings that back instead. I don't know where he gets it. Where do they get them? Probably the pet store. Do dogs get bones from pet stores? Dogs don't shop at pet stores. That's silly.
Wow.
That was good. That was good. Does not say that.
It's like, it was a beautiful little, like, hey, I'm a little story, and then it just went, ooh.
Big black dog with red eyes and sharp teeth.
Oh, speaking of dog, oh, hi. Poor pupper with a cone on. Hey, pupper.
She's a very cute satellite dish.
Did you agree with me? It's good.
Kate Merchant, your mic is fiddly.
We're getting, like, muffled static out of you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hi, you boy.
Better?
Nope.
I think I breathed a couple times, and yes, I was very happy with my lawn. I participated in No Mow May, so I didn't mow until June. So there would be plenty of dandelions and other wildflowers.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
better.
there we go.
And you sound a lot
Great.
better.
You're quiet, but not scratchy anymore.
My knitting is on the floor.
Who put it there?
You put my knitting on
I
the
know,
floor.
I'm sorry. Do I pick it up?
Well, I can't pick it up because baby Collie needs to be held like a baby.
It isn't her name.
It's true.
And put it
Just
over
put it in
here.
your lap like a baby.
I'm not going to hold your knitting like a baby.
Why not?
That's where baby Collie goes if she ever chooses to love me.
Aww.
Aww.
Baby Collie is very mean, but I love her.
No.
She's mean to me.
She's not.
When you aren't here, she does aggressive, mean
She
things.
bullies you.
She does.
Oh no.
Okay.
She knows who's in charge.
I like the story.
It was a good story, yeah.
It's a good
I
story.
really. It was very powerful.
It was very stream of thought.
And you did
I
it,
also
like,
said
7
about rage
times.
about turtles in the soup.
I,
Who would do that?
I mean, it makes its own bowl.
Who would put turtle in a soup?
a lot of people in Indiana. To the point where when they had to stop making turtle soup, they made a series of spices that they put in a bag that you could put in like a beef vegetable soup that would make it taste like turtle soup. They
So
called it
mock turtle soup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woof.
Yeah. Snapping turtles will continue to snap even after they're dead. Even after
That's-
they're, yeah,
Decapitated.
possibly. I don't remember that one for sure, so I stopped myself because I don't want to give people false information. But they would take like screwdriver handles, let the turtle snap onto that. Did I get another subscriber? Are you subscribed now? Is that what that means? No, that's not what that means. Right?
Penguin used your emoticon. Does that mean that she subscribes?
That's what I was wondering.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, wait. I think I have an option to spend bits to use an emote.
Or you're just awesome.
Don't have the
Subscribe
ability.
to you.
I don't think that's the case.
to-
I'm pretty sure I'm not awesome. Hydrate.
In Sigzilla, how do you feel you did in
I feel like I did pretty well. I'm not completely sure,
Thank you.
but I remember feeling good after I did mine. So yeah, it's been a while. So let's find out, I guess.
It's seen it for the first time all together.
Did some of the houses change colors?
So I was playing outside yesterday, and I was playing in the ditch by Mr. Gardner's house. I like playing in the ditch near Mr. Gardner's house because the ditch has a lot of frogs in it, and I really like frogs. And so Daddy told me not to play in the ditch by Mr. Gardner's house because he says Mr. Gardner eats children, but I don't think that that's true. And so anyway, I was playing in the ditch by Mr. Gardner's house, and uh, I found a turtle. And so I took the turtle home and I showed it to my mom, and I was like, "Hey, can we keep the turtle?" And my mom was like, "No, we can't keep the turtle." And so I took the turtle to my friend Gregory, and I sometimes when I find frogs, I take them to my friend Gregory, and he thanks me for the frogs. And so I took the turtle to my friend Gregory's house. And when I take frogs to my friend Gregory's house, he keeps the frogs in jars. And so, I don't know what he does with the frogs. I think he keeps them as pets. Anyway, I took the turtle to my friend Gregory's house, and my friend Gregory thanked me for the turtle. And he told me that sometimes people eat turtles, and I don't know if that's true because, like, they're like they're hard. They have a shell, so I don't know if that's true. And anyway, then I went over to Mr. Murphy's house, and yeah, Mr. Murphy's house. Oh, he has a really big black dog with like red eyes and sharp teeth. He's just a big black puppy dog, and I love his dog. And so I was playing with his dog, and his dog likes me to throw sticks, and sometimes when I throw sticks, he brings back a stick. And sometimes when I throw sticks, he brings back a bone. And I don't know where he gets the bone from. I think that like they bury bones, and the doggy brings them back. Like he digs them up and brings back a bone instead. Where do doggies get bones? Do they get them at the pet store? Oh, maybe at the pet store. Do doggies go into pet stores to get bones? I don't know. Oh, doggies don't shop at pet stores. Silly me. Good luck.
That was a flawless.
Yeah, you did an exceptional job.
Yeah,
Bliss victory.
I think the only thing that was left out is the dog's name not being pronounced by mortal tongues.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was all there. And Masarian, if you got any of these names wrong, that's on you, because they were said like 6,000 or 7,000 times. So,
And
a lot of like
and confirm,
in the story.
I do get at least one of them wrong.
Oh, no.
if it's Gregory,
I can neither confirm nor deny which name I get wrong, but I know I got one of them wrong. But it was amazing because I heard that in your voice. I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God, Silent is talking through Zilla. I can feel it. It's direct.
I think that
So-
means success. So
Oh
good
no,
job
it
there.
was amazing. And I was just like, I can see exactly how this story happened, and I believe the execution 100%. I think you made it longer, Zilla. I think
Yes.
I think it grew in the telling.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it grew so much. I think he just said it at a normal pace rather than Silent was talking about things and talking about them pretty quickly, and then,
That could be the case.
or Instant Zilla actually breathed.
I took a few breaths, so that just naturally made it longer.
Don't judge me for breathing. And now we have my story up to 3 minutes.
Oh, it doesn't stay there.
This is gonna be like
No, it
the opposite of the last one, where it gets shorter and shorter. This is gonna get longer and longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came out of that going, oh God, I got some of that wrong, but I don't know what. I don't know what I got wrong. I can't fix it. Send it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the existential feeling of doing this. Oh, I did something wrong. I don't know what it was, but I want to see what you did wrong.
Yeah, I realized in retrospect that I think I completely lost a hand. I think.
I have no idea how I did.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I want to see Vesarian's video.
Yes.
Me too.
So, boop.
So I was playing in a ditch down by Mr. Gregory's house, and I like playing in the ditch down by Mr. Gregory's house because the ditch has frogs in it, and I was playing in the ditch down by Mr. Gregory's house, and my dad said I shouldn't play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because Mr. Gregory eats children, but I don't think that's true. So I was playing in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and I found a turtle. And I got the turtle and I brought it home and I showed my mom that I found a turtle in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And I asked my mom if I can keep the turtle because when I find a frog in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, sometimes I ask my mom if I can keep the frog. But when I showed my mom the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, she said I couldn't keep it. So then I took the turtle to my friend Jeffrey. And sometimes when I find a frog in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, I will take the frog to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey will keep them. And he keeps them. Sometimes he keeps them in a jar, and so I think he keeps them as pets. But when I brought him the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, he said that sometimes people eat turtles. But I don't think that's true because turtles are like hard because they have like a shell. And so I don't think you could eat a turtle. And then after I left Jeffrey's house, I went to see Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor has a dog, and the dog has pretty bright red eyes and big teeth and is all black. And I like him. He's a cute puppy. And so I was playing at Mr. Murphy's house with the dog, and I sometimes throw a stick for the dog, but when I throw a stick, sometimes the dog brings back a stick, and sometimes the dog brings back a bone. And I don't know where he gets the bone. I think sometimes people bury bones, and then the dog goes and finds the bones that the people have buried. But I don't know if that's where he gets the bone. Do dogs go to pet stores to buy bones? No, dogs don't go to stores to buy bones. That's silly. Good luck.
Wow. Just one name, huh?
Yeah, like I said, I may have gotten a name wrong here or there. The point is, they were all entirely consistent.
Mr. McGregor and Mr. Murphy, they're
It's two different houses. He went to Mr. McGregor's house to play with Mr. McGregor's puppy, and then went with Mr. McGregor's puppy to Mr. Murphy's house, where it's more fun to play with Mr. McGregor's puppy.
That makes perfect sense.
that must be it.
I feel like I lost childlike innocence and may have developed a problem of some sort.
I really appreciate seeing where the verbal tick element of this story emerged, because there's definitely a verbal tick element by the time it gets to me.
Interesting.
Whoa.
I will say, sorry, and that was really good. Like all of the elements were there.
Yeah.
The names were a jumbled mess, but every element was pretty much intact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Including the frogs.
Turtle.
Turtle.
It was a delight.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I think this is a very cute representation of the character. I like it.
Yeah, I think the story has power because I agree. The story did go through.
Yeah.
Those little feet.
We'll see if it can survive.
Look at those feet.
Sly.
Sly. Use the whole
It's
time.
Sly's turn. Did Sly retell this 110% correct?
I started to, and then I forgot something very, very important.
Oh no.
Yeah, she sent me a message afterwards. She's like, I can't believe I forgot this.
Oh no.
She sent me her shame as well, and I empathize with her.
Oh no. Oh,
I was wondering where we lost that part.
Well, let's see what was left out. Which was it, the caboose or one in the middle in the train wreck that fell off the train track?
I mean, this is what, the fourth one of 8?
True. That's halfway through.
She did cut down a good 40 seconds.
True. Yeah.
So hopefully she realized that you don't need to repeat every word 8 times.
You are not able to say the ditch. You are not able to say the ditch by the house. Every single time it has to be the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house.
Mr.
Yes.
Gregory's house now.
Yeah.
Mr. Gregory's house, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
The cat unfortunately had had a few life things going and wasn't able to join this particular round.
We should just have like Sebastian start one of these times. See how everyone else does. Well,
We should.
let's see Sly's video.
So, hi. I like to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. Because it's really fun playing in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And, but my dad told me I shouldn't go to the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because Mr. Gregory eats children. But I don't think that's true. So I go to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And I find frogs a lot in the ditch by Mr. McGregory's house. And then I really like frogs. And then one day though I found a turtle in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And so I brought the turtle to my home and like, Mom, I found this turtle in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And I asked if I can keep it, because sometimes she lets me keep the frogs that I find in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. And but she said no. So I took the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house to my friend Jeffrey, because sometimes when I find frogs in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, Jeffrey will sometimes keep them. I think he puts them in jars or something, so that must mean he keeps them as pets. So I took the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house to Jeffrey, and he told me that sometimes people eat turtles, but that can't be true, because turtles have hard shells. Like, that doesn't make sense. So anyways, I went to go play at Mr. Murphy's house. Shit. And I did something in Mr. Murphy's house. Good luck.
Little children, don't say that, Sly!
How dare you?
Well, David Colley's arm.
She didn't like that laugh.
That was good though.
Yep.
Oh,
Poor demon puppy has been forgotten.
Demon puppy's gone.
Yep.
He's gone.
Left nobody.
oh no.
First we lost his name, and now we've lost him entirely. This neighborhood is becoming more normal every minute.
It's terrible. Who wants a normal neighborhood?
Merchant's going to save us another 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's pretty close to the original time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that story, that story with like elements of that story were there until there were no more elements of that story to be remembered.
Yeah. It was exactly like you said. You started off really strong.
She allocated like the 2 minutes, the perfect 2, maybe 2.5 minutes. But once her memory hit that 2-minute limit, she's like,
Shit.
done.
Shit.
It was so good. So, I also noticed your background is starting to get a little red there.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's been like that the entire time.
It must be in Texas.
Right?
Yeah. Oof.
It's a perfectly normal neighborhood.
Perfect suburbia.
Perfect suburbia. There's nothing unusual going on here.
Everything is normal. Do not ask questions.
I do not remember how I did.
Okay.
Well, I think we should all find out together then.
I sure hope so.
Also, do not go to the dog park. Do not look at the dog park.
There will be hooded figures standing near the dog park.
Do not approach the hooded figure standing next to the dog park.
The dog park doesn't exist.
Not legally, anyway.
Mm.
Okay, merchant. Did
Ready.
you pull the expletive and give it its own like pedestal? Or
It's actually, the whole thing is just me shouting the word for 2 straight minutes.
It's nothing but 1 minute and 54 seconds of the ditch by Mr. McGregory's house, the ditch by Mr. McGregory's house, the ditch by Mr. McGregory's house.
Not far off.
I think that's fairly accurate. Let's go ahead and
I
see.
think I took over this telling.
Well, here is Merchant's video then. Let's see it.
I like to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. My dad doesn't like it when I play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because he says Mr. Gregory eats children, but I like to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. I'll often find frogs by Mr. Gregory's house. When I'm playing in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, there'll be frogs by Mr. Gregory's house. And I will collect those frogs in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because I like to collect frogs in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. Well, one time, I didn't find a frog in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. What I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house was a turtle in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. So when I found this turtle in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, I went back to my mom and said, "Can I keep this turtle? I found it in a ditch by Mr. Gregory's house." And my mom said, "You can't keep the turtle you found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house." Sometimes she lets me keep the frogs I find in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, but she didn't let me keep the turtle I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. So I went to Jeffrey's, and Jeffrey sometimes takes the frogs I find in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and he puts them in jars. I guess to keep them as pets, the pets of the things that he finds in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. So I took in the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and Jeffrey told me that some people eat turtles, but that can't be right because turtle shells are hard. So then I went to Mr. Murphy's house. I did some things to Mr. Murphy's house.
Very dark and sinister.
From innocent child to Hugh Hefner.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
See, like I said, when I heard it, I was like, I heard this in Silent's voice. I know exactly the character that was saying this. It wasn't that character.
Nope.
I think I counted 17 ditched by Mr. Gregory's house.
Yep.
The story is now half the ditch by Mr. Gregory.
Yes.
Hence the verbal tick thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then now there's a new one. There's a new something going on.
Massaging the hair.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We did lose the turtle.
Oh yeah, that was a casualty of this.
And Jeffrey?
Okay, but the ditch itself is becoming a new character.
That's true. I'm sorry, the what?
The ditch by Mr. Gregory's
Thank
house.
you. When you address the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, you use the ditch by Mr. McGregory's house by its full title.
I was just using the first name.
You're not on first name basis.
The ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. Rude.
You know, the farmer.
How do you feel you did, Kate?
I feel like I did pretty good given what I was provided.
You were provided.
However, someone crashed my video.
Oh no.
Oh no! Did Merchant not know that you were recording?
He did not.
Special guest!
Merchant gets 2 appearances.
I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
This is going to be so good.
Of course.
I
I just really hope you checked it thoroughly before she sent it.
I did.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
A chance to see Merchant naked? Hot dog! Sign me up!
Sweater. I
That's
mean,
exactly what we're looking
the
for.
whole experience.
All right. Nudity come in.
I like to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and my dad doesn't like me to play in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because he says that Mr. Gregory eats children. But I like to go to the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house because in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, there are often frogs in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. I don't know if this was part of it, but, so one day I went to the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and I looked for a frog in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, but I didn't find a frog. I found a turtle. And I took the turtle home to my mom, and she didn't let me keep the turtle that I found in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. Even though sometimes she lets me keep the frogs that I find in the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house. So I took the turtle to Franklin's house. And he told me that sometimes people eat turtles, but I don't think that's right because turtles have a hard shell. But he didn't want the turtle. So then I went to another person's house. I'm recording the video! And I went to the other person's house. And I did something there. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, you weren't even on camera.
Oh, I mean, thank goodness I was butt naked, and the hallway to the right that you can see wobbling in and out of, that is where I fully expected everyone to see my ding dong in like 1 second.
Oh no.
I mean, I assume I was wrapped in a towel, but I don't recall.
That's why I called out, because I knew.
I appreciate it.
You're just like, we only get one shot here. If it's in the shot, it's in the shot.
And that was the day we lost our Twitch stream.
I just got affiliate, guys.
We play fast and loose with the rules here. What is happening?
We have Midna in the code, and she gets itchy sometimes, and she gets the code and just goes, I can't itch right. It's not itching yet.
This isn't working, but I'm not stopping. This isn't working, though.
Okay. Yep. I've heard Slayers is really good. He seems really excited to hear it.
He really hyped it up to me when he sent it to me. Like, he was like 110% behind getting every word perfectly.
Yep.
I do love the I definitely need to.
I don't know if this was actually part of the video.
Like I'm supposed to be doing the Macarena, but only my head is in frame, so.
Oh no, we've dated ourselves.
We can't be hip with the young kids anymore.
I will say, I forgot to mention, I love Merchant's video because it looks like he just walked up to someone's house and this was like recording into like their Ring doorbell. Like, I really need to tell you the story. Okay, bye. But also,
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so good.
That smile at the end of the I did things, that's what sold it for me.
Yes.
I'm glad.
All right, Time Slayer at it again.
Yeah, down to 118.
Let's see it. Watch out.
So I like to go to the dish at Mr. McGregory's house, but my dad tells me not to go to Mr. McGregory's house because he eats children. So I still go to the dish at Mr. McGregory's house because I like to eat the frogs that are inside Mr. McGregory's house. Inside of Mr. McGregory's dish in front of Mr. McGregory's house. But I went there the other day and there were no frogs in Mr. McGregory's dish. There was a turtle. I brought home the turtle to my mom and she said I can't have it. Like she says I can have the frog carcasses that I have. So I brought the turtle over to my friend Franklin's house and he didn't want it. But he said people eat turtles because they're tasty. But I didn't believe him because turtles have hard shells. I'm making the video. Bye.
This is why we found no bodies.
It makes so much more sense. It all dropped on that one. Okay.
Oh my god.
Narrative whole cinematic universe.
Yes.
I didn't get how all of your stories were this other thing.
We're talking about the ditch by Mr. Gregory's house, and you're like, there's a ditch?
I mean, I'm enjoying the story, but I don't see where it segues into,
yeah, that's the dish in Mr. Gregory's house now. We're just breaking in and stealing
his plate full of frogs.
Yeah. My dad says he eats children, but I stole all his cutlery, so I don't know how he's going to do that anymore.
Yeah. I just wanted to take his frog carcasses, but for some reason I couldn't have the turtle.
Oh, what a delight. No room for children because all these frogs he's eating.
So that's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
You managed to cut a little time off of it.
yeah, fun fact. Dice recorded this morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited then. It's fresh.
Yes.
Yes. Not even like 8 hours old. Or 12. I don't know how old it is. Whatever. We're going to watch it. Let's watch it.
Yes.
Wahoo!
Okay, so I like to go to Mr. McGregory's house because he's Mr. McGregory, and I like to go to his house, but my dad said I shouldn't go to Mr. McGregory's house because Mr. McGregory eats children. So I still go to Mr. McGregory's house, but I go there to eat the frogs, Mr. McGregory's dish. So, like, I eat the frog carcasses out of Mr. McGregory's dish at Mr. McGregory's house, but I don't go into Mr. McGregory's house. And so I went there one day. I went to Mr. McGregory's house, but I didn't see any frog carcasses in Mr. McGregory's dish. I saw a turtle. So I took the turtle to my mom, and my mom said, "Oh, you shouldn't eat that." And so I took the turtle to my friend's house, Franklin's, and Franklin said that turtles are delicious and that people eat them. But that's stupid because it has a hard shell. I'm doing the video.
I want it noted once
Horror
again.
stories in this one. Like all different forms of horror.
Yes.
You can record the video more than once. You can't watch the video more than once. You can record the video 3 times if you need to.
Yeah, I probably should have done that.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was amazing.
That was a
When that crashed, it crashed hard.
Yes, it did. It was like kind of a downward, and then it just.
Yep.
I think it was good.
It's like it went right into a dish.
Yeah.
The frog carcasses.
So I'm imagining it. It has to be like a bird bath that he keeps in his yard, but it's just piled high with dead frogs.
Why there's no bodies?
Why there are no bodies?
We keep eating them.
We found
All the bodies are in this video.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Oh man.
I love the woo woo just out of the video. I'm making the video. Woo, woo.
By the time
What's
I
up,
told the
video?
story,
Whoa.
I couldn't tell what happened when he did the weird zoom in, so I just added something.
Why not?
Yeah.
So I can understand why some of the people with these later videos didn't understand the perfect suburbia aspect.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
By the way, I do appreciate your title cards.
Thank you.
There's a lot you put into that, and I really approve.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're good.
I like them.
Normally I have like a little notepad off to the side of this person, like the order and then the times. In this time, I also had the transparency of the suburbia layer, so I could just reduce it in even increments as we went down.
Lovely.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, I like it.
So, does that mean
So that
you
was
do,
done.
like advanced editing for all the other videos coming
If you
out?
guys tell me any details that you want, I will do advanced editing. I mean, I like manually wrote on the chalkboard and then erased the chalkboard for all of Slayer's last one. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys tell me something special that you want me to do, if it
I
is
want
feasible.
the next one to open with like a little cartoon ghost going across the screen with Dice's woo woo woo.
Woo, 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 woo.
I don't know how to do animation, but I'll try to figure it out for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to pull that audio from that video because I think that's very important that we preserve that.
That's like your that's gonna be like your I don't know what it's called.
Crowning achievement?
I was gonna say, like, you know, when places have your logo, your animated logo for the channel, it's just gonna be a ghost with Dice's woo woo woo.
Anytime someone subscribes, woo, 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 woo.
Yes. Yes.
I thought you were going to say it's intro music, like anytime Dice enters the stream.
Oh, Dice is here. Click.
Silent, could you also overlay every reference to the Ditch by Mr. Gregory's house into one big stack of them so we can see how they all sound together?
Oh my gosh.
God.
Oh, that'd be so hard.
That'd be painful to listen to.
Yeah.
It would be the most painful 3 seconds you'll ever hear.
It'll be the last 3 seconds you ever hear.
It'll be like 5 minutes of straight the Ditch by, and then half of them would be Mr. McGregory's house, and then half of them would be whatever it was before.
McGregor.
Mr.
And
McGregor.
then Mr. Gardner.
Oh yeah.
The actual name.
The original.
Oh no, Mr. Gardner's dead. He has passed on.
Found that his body used to be in the Ditch by Mr. Gregory's house.
Oh no.
Those are the bones that nobody.
10 points.
So what were the original names? It was Mr. Gardner,
Mr. Gardner,
Gregory,
and Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy.
And Spot.
Name that cannot be pronounced by mortal tongues.
Right.
Yep.
Or Spot.
Or Spot.
I'm sad that detail was lost.
The Spot?
The name cannot be pronounced by mortal tongues. It was an excellent, just little thing that slid in there.
It was like the most supernatural thing that I added.
Mm-hmm.
But I should have had more.
Oh god, a point redeemed to play the sound clip over the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Our whole stream would just be woo 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 woo.
That's true.
Man, it'd be so great. You're like doing a cooking with silent video, and you're like kind of like chopping and paying attention, and all of a sudden you're like, and now we have to put it in the woo 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 woo.
Oh God. Oh, so many of them. So many oohs. I might have to put that at higher than 10. 10,000 points, you get the ooh woo 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 woo.
Oh no.
Gotta save them for just the right time. Silence.
Like a really intense thing going on.
Silence on stream, giving like a heartfelt speech about like something deep and meaningful that happened to her that day, and then all of a sudden, woo.
The one before it.
Oh, sorry.
Slayer was in chat and he said goodbye, so I said see ya. Not see ya till I'll get there someday. I believe in Penguin.
Absolutely. Thanks, Slayer.
Bye, Slayer. Sorry, I don't have chat up.
Yes, Penguin absolutely will get there someday, I know.
I'm gonna wave at the screen, but he'll feel me through chat.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? Internet trolls will figure it out.
Yeah.
When this gets re-uploaded to Pornhub, then everyone will see it.
They'll name it a new Mountain Dew flavor.
Mountain Dew. Woo, 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 woo.
Man, have you tried the new Mountain Dew? Woo, 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 woo.
Oh.
Well, you know what has to happen next time they have a contest to name a Mountain Dew flavor. We are on it.
Yes.
Yes. It'll be the 8 of us plus my other 2 subscribers, maybe.
Yeah. We have a majority of the
In
internet.
strong. How could they turn us down?
That's true. Oh, we'll just get 4chan on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I can summon the power of 4chan.
When there are options like Granny Goo or whatever, I don't think they're gonna
Goosh.
go for woo 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 woo.
All did occur before we were live.
Yep. I know. That's why it's funny to me.
The best callbacks are callbacks to non-stream times.
Yes. These are jokes for us. Just for us. We're still in lockdown. The only acceptable joke is an inside joke.
All right, so
I'll fly tomorrow, so I have to.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all we have for today. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for the late start, but we got there, and I think it was worth the wait.
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh.
So, thank you all. Goodbye, loves.
Bye. sorry to stop, but I'm still recording the ooh-boos.